guys, welcome.
Howdy.
Hey.
Welcome to Divine and Conquer's Theros, Travels and Odysseys. This is our third episode in Excite. We play every other Sunday in the Magic the Gathering realm of Theros. I guess by our standards, a Greek-styled mythology. Do the people of Theros refer to them as Greeks? No, right? They refer to them as Therosians, Theroses, people of Theros.
Croans.
Yeah. All right. So
Okay. Croans would be like regional. That would be like saying you're a Texan.
Oh.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, guys. Welcome to the world of Theros. Since we don't really have intro music or intros and anything like that, just quick announcements. The merch info is down below. Our friends for the Alistair project is down below. Talon and Claws information down below. If you use the code Divine Conquer, you get 10% off their merchandise. And tomorrow's reroll podcast, we're going to be discussing backgrounds and backstories and stuff like that. So that's all the fluff for that. Oh, next Sunday we won't have a Magic the Gathering stream. Speaking of Magic the Gathering, Trent, what are you guys gonna be doing?
We're gonna be playing some League.
I hate League so much.
Okay, that place where I totally am not ripping off League characters and transplanting them into D&D ideas.
It's backwards. You get the D&D ideas, put it into League.
So, are you getting your name change in League before or after that stream?
No, my name's fine for stream on League. It's totally fine.
Okay.
I've played with streamers and they haven't been nuked from orbit.
Yeah, but do you want that name associated with DNC?
Oh. Yeah, I might have to talk to Jesus about that one.
You cannot have... Never mind, I can't say words right now. We're still within the first minute. But yeah, so catch some League. Try to think of anything else. No, that's it. So let's intro ourselves and get into that recap. Hey guys, I'm Jesus. I'll be y'all's Dungeon Master for tonight. We have a Ryan. Who are you playing?
My name is Ryan. I'm definitely not trying to bug fix something right now. I'll be playing Zadrith Murs, a Merfolk rogue that's spooky and sneak attacky and edgy as hell, and it's gonna be great.
I'm not fixing your character cards because apparently they're not... Oh, no, the character card is selected. It's not playing. Huh, well, that's a thing that I have to figure out really fast. Who's next? That's a Cindy. Hey, Cindy, who are you playing? Oh, your character.
Hi, I am playing Molasses, a Centaur wizard.
And next we have a Trent. Who are you playing?
I am playing Chameno Helios, a human paladin.
And after the humming, we got a Will.
I am Will. I am playing Asterion Halfhorn, the Minotaur.
I love your accent, I really do. And
The Satyr.
Last but not least, we got a Wolf, who already plugging what he's playing. All right. Well, let's do that recap, and I'll fix character cards later. I forgot. I upgraded some things, and the folder got moved, so that's why we have no cards. So to play some recap music. Alrighty then. Last time, the party, after their encounter with some harpies and a town that wanted to sacrifice them to a blue dragon, escaped, rested, hunted some game, scavenged for some food, realized that Astarion's mask was left in the town, and that these masks did in fact react with each other. They linked up. They went back to town, grabbed said mask, looted a couple of houses, and reunited and came back. Heading down to the city of Baga, they learned that the city itself, in junction with the sister city up on top of the mountain, gave tribute to this elemental dragon, Miraning, who is apparently chosen of Keranos, god of storms and visions himself. The party also learned throughout their excursions, working at the metal shop, talking to crazed individuals, or just snooping around, learned that there is an old temple devoted to the god, who has been raided time and time again for what they needed as tribute, but the dungeon has been getting more and more dangerous. So, you were asked by one of the representatives of the city, a chosen one, who her skin and body has been transformed more to look like the appearance of a dragon themselves, something that you've never seen. And she asked for a favor. If you guys can please go to the dungeon, grab what you can so they can have something for tribute, and it would be up to you what you keep and what you don't keep, as Keranos is always watching. His eye is upon you, and since he is a god that likes to test out people's foresight and knowledge and wisdom, it is up to you what you give as tribute and what you keep for yourself. That would be your test. So, with that, as the party late at night put all the masks together and saw a strange phenomena. You saw the entire Nyx constellation and all of Nyx's space and time in these masks, in this odd bowl. And with that, a little bit more of question of why you guys are together and what is up with these masks. So, we're going to start the game as we travel back to town of here we go. And I change a little bit of the music to feel a little bit more of the middle. If I recall correctly, we'll say it's opening morning as the Minotaur just stretched out and mood for everyone to listen. I believe Molasses and Asterion, you guys camped outside near the river, throwing stones, as Chameno and Professor Griswold Ravenclaw.
Oh crap!
I really forgot your name. I was like, it's another Z. It's a complicated one. Zadrith, because that's how it's pronounced.
That'll work.
Yeah. You guys bought out the entire upper class of the tavern. There was 8 rooms available, and you guys purchased all of them. Well, 7 rooms. There's still one person in one of those rooms. So, as the morning sun is rising, Asterion, you feel the dew of the grass nearby as the water kind of splashes close to y'all's camp. Feeling the cold morning air. People are starting to get up, sweeping from the dirt of last night, putting out clothes to dry or getting ready for their morning duties. As you see you hear the first bell of the church that echoes almost like a very light thunder. Just like dong, dong. What do we do, guys? Anything specific that we would like to do? I remember conversation about shopping and buying some items. Any prayers or meditations or preparation that you guys need before you venture out into the temple?
I guess I'm gonna wake up and just walk down to the tavern floor of the tavern that we're in.
Okay.
And just be like, oh crap, what time is it? Feels like I might have slept late.
You see, there is a child who's hanging on the chandelier up top. You see there's a thin rope that he kind of climbed and maybe a little bit of a jump. Not something that is out of your range by any means, but it might be dangerous for a kid, and you see a little kid starting to clean the chandelier on top as the man from last night is looking straight at the floor with the coffee, just looks at you with a blank expression that you've seen many times before of like, I'm not even awake yet. And just
Fair.
looks at you
That's fair.
and says nothing. And then kind of opens eyes. What can I do you for?
What time is it? Sun's already up.
As he kind of looks outside. 8 in the morning.
I'll walk back upstairs and, I guess knock on every door. Cause I don't remember which ones my my fellow party members were staying in.
Okay.
Be like, oi, rise and shine.
Roll me a D8.
Okay.
And I will say, hey, Trent will also roll me a D8 to see what number you get, and it'll be funny if you guys have the same number.
I am not in there. Remember, I'm out
Oh
on
yes,
the couch.
sorry, so
Yeah.
it's just you two. All right.
I'm just stretching from my morning thing, and I'm doing my morning calisthenics in the dawn light, and just like, just like being real weird about it.
Okay. Molasses, as your Minotaur friend is stretching every inch muscle and stabilizer in his body, what are you doing this morning?
Oh, I'm doing my morning Centaur meditations.
Okay.
You know, which mostly consists of Centaur yoga.
Okay. How does Centaur yoga do tree pose?
Well, you combine dog yoga with human yoga.
Okay.
You know, like the human part stretches back, but like the front legs are straight forward, and the back legs are like, you know, standing tall.
Okay.
That's downward Centaur.
Oh Lord.
All right. Downward
Oh
Centaur.
Lord.
As I'll say that Zadrith, as you were like walking up and looking outside of one of the far windows that probably the biggest one that illuminates most of the hallway of where you guys are at, as to cut down on candles. You do see your Centaur and Minotaur friend stretching and doing some calisthenics outside.
They're a bunch of characters, huh? I rolled a 4, by the way.
Always stay limber.
I rolled a 6.
Okay, and then Z, what was your
2.
2? Okay, so let me see if. All right, as you open the first door.
Oh jeez, I'm just barging in on people? I was just gonna knock.
Oh, you can knock if you want.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk around and knock and be like, oi, rise and shine.
Nothing. You don't hear anything from that door.
Oh crap. I'm gonna, since I know we bought out the all the rooms, I'm just gonna go around and knock on all of the doors.
As since what did you roll, Ryan?
I got a 4.
4. Okay. The next door that you open up, or knock on, you see a man open the door that is not your friend.
Crap.
Looks at you up and down. You see that he has a toga around him. You're not the one I ordered, but you'll suffice. It's fine.
What?
Just come in. And
Whoa,
you see that he
what
just
am I-
takes off the toga and then starts going into a bed.
Oh god, this is not what I signed up for. My apologies, sir. And then I'm just going to keep going.
Eventually, you'll find Chameno in one of the rooms. You'll hear the knock. Chameno, as you hear a knock on your door.
After I finish up a quick prayer, I go and meet him outside. It's still pretty early.
Yeah, well, you've got to honor the sun and all that good stuff. I got to honor me poisons. One of them is a little bit more time consuming. Let's get on the road. Let's go.
As,
Yeah, I'll follow him down.
Z, from a heavy heavy morning of drinking, so a typical night for you. You hear the commotion outside your double bedroom suite that you have there.
Unless the commotion is enough that would have knocked the door off the hinges, Z is probably still unconscious.
And there you go. As I opened up, and that's it.
I look over to Chameno and be like, "Wait, so which room Z's again? I forget."
Wasn't he the third?
Oh, I don't even know. I've just been knocking on all of them. There's a guy that's expecting a massage from a merfolk-like creature, I guess, but I wasn't exactly willing.
I should hope not.
Yeah, nah. Like, there was a toga, then there wasn't a toga. I don't want to talk
I guess it
about
all depends on how much money is involved.
Oh, Lord. We're just whoring ourselves out for any service, aren't we?
You are still level 1. You gotta do what you gotta do to survive.
Gotta make that money. You want to buy nice stuff, you gotta make that money.
I guess with the remaining doors, I'm going to try and walk past them slowly and see if I can hear snoring or anything of that variety. I don't even know if a Sayter would snore. I don't know if Z would snore.
I feel like they would.
Do you snore, Z?
Oh yeah, 2 bears fighting with chainsaws make less noise.
So you hear, as
that.
you knock on the next door, nothing happens, and then you hear from the far end what seems to be a terrible, terrible monster. As you approach one of the doors, it kind of has an ajar. It's as it wasn't closed at all, and you see that there is a bottle that's kind of keeping and preventing the door from fully closing.
I'll just look over to Chameno and be like, "I think this is it," and I'll just kind of one finger the door open and be like, I forget your name, but it's Z something. It's really long and it involves the letter Z.
You know what? I think you can wake him up. I'm gonna walk downstairs.
Oh God. I want to note, I'm fully geared for combat. Got my armor and stuff on just in case. But yeah.
Got my bow, got my daggers. So Z, when he comes in, what does your room look like afterwards?
So pretty much any story you've heard about a rock star's trashed hotel room, if you put them all in a blender, it might get close to resembling what this room looks like.
Holy crap.
It's a real shame that Z doesn't have the name recognition that typically comes along with it not being a problem.
You also see a goat come out of the room, not Z, like an actual goat, and a man kind of moves out with groggy-eyed, who has like a collar on the goat. Come on, we have to go back to the farm.
What have I just walked in on? I'm just gonna take a quick glance around and be like, well, if there was any hope of us getting a deposit back, I think that just went up in flames. I'll grab the bottle that was kind of keeping the door ajar.
Sure.
Is it a door or is it a jar?
Shut up, Wolf. And, thinking, hey, maybe this'll wake him up and this room's already demolished, I'm gonna throw the bottle up at a wall, like, next to Z's bed, in the hopes that the breaking glass will wake him up.
So, yeah, the bottle gets shattered as Z wakes up, looks, goes right back to sleep.
Oh, Lord.
Come on, Ryan, you've had to wake me up before. You know how this goes.
I know exactly how this goes, but I know I feel like I'm being railroaded into this. No. Alright, well, if that didn't work, I'm just gonna walk over and just nudge him on the shoulder a bit and be like, come on, lad, sun's up, let's go.
And if that doesn't work, come get me.
That is actually an idea.
After a bit, and effort put into it, Z will wake up. But before that happens, Chameno, are you downstairs?
I'm gonna grab some breakfast.
And breakfast is being had. Part of the accoutrement or everything that was, you guys will have a nice breakfast. You do see an old man with a goat walking down the stairs as the barkeep looks. Adrian, not again. You need to lay off the grog. Sorry. Oh, come on, Camila. And start walking away.
I'm gonna look over at the goat. Look at the bartender. I hope that didn't come from the room I think it did.
As he looks at one of the glasses as he's cleaning. If they pay, it's none of my business. And then just goes into the back to start preparing y'all's meals. Yeah, assuming that Z wakes up and is.
Am I taking damage since I know how you wake up?
I don't know. He's been there shaking me for a while. Jesus, would you say that Z is still startled awake?
Sure, yeah, I would say so.
Crap.
You guys have only been acquaintances for technically about 2 days.
Cool. He will wake up and hurl an insult about being, on dry land and having the scales of a goldfish and vicious mockery at him.
Oh, Lord.
Is that a wisdom save?
I'm trying to see. Yes.
Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, crap. That is a natural 19. No modifiers.
As he cuts through the scales and hurts you deep down where you didn't think there was emotions, I don't think you take any damage, but, ow. That hurt.
I mean, it's fine. My damage roll was a 1 anyway.
I'm just gonna say, well, that was uncalled for.
And he'll just kind of rub his eyes. Huh?
Come on, there's music to be played. Places to be raided.
What time is it?
I don't know, 8, 9, somewhere thereabouts.
I've only been asleep for an hour. And then he'll roll over and attempt to go back to sleep.
Yeah, but if you roll over and go back to sleep, you'll miss the Minotaur and the half horse, half lady out there doing yoga poses by the lake. It's a sight to behold.
He'll shoot up, start collecting his stuff, and say he is never one to pass on comedy.
That's what I figured.
As your acquaintances, friends, if you will, are still doing their poses and stretches.
Oh, I've gone fishing for breakfast.
Okay, you have fishing equipment?
Yes.
Okay.
It's called hooves. Stomp the fish.
No. We got the old stick and string method in the forest where I was raised.
Okay. Roll me a d20 plus dexterity then.
Okay.
There be krakens in these lakes.
And Asterion, what are you doing as you see your friend have the stick and string method?
I'm just preparing like a ration.
Okay.
You know,
And
just
19.
Okay.
you know, the easy method of stuff I have in my pack of various foods and
Sure.
other stuff.
As as you grab into your pack and you grab something to start munching on, as your friend for about 10 minutes or so not cooperating, and eventually something bites and you just pull the string up and a decent sized fish comes out.
Yeah.
I know very little of the fish community, so
Is it salmon?
it's not salmon.
Is it catfish?
It's
It's like a bass or a perch.
in the mountainous areas. I'm not sure what goes into rivers.
Oh, if it's actually a mountainous, you might actually find salmon.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah,
then-
but that would still be like a drop on the rare table, right? Like bass or perch is still going to be way more common.
I would say
Oh,
you get
for sure.
a fish that you're like, I don't. It's kind of a green brown guy. All right. I
I
mean,
want to roll a nature check.
It's probably a bass.
Yeah, with that colors.
It's got gills and it eats stuff.
It's a bass.
I mean, so do you.
I got a 9.
it's like a bass or something like that.
All right, prepare it.
Wait, hold on. Maybe our friend Zadrith can talk to it.
And Zadrith,
I'm
as
just
you're looking out,
glaring at
you
both
just see
Chameno and
I'm
the
so sorry.
as
I'm
she
not
just
gonna touch
grabs
it
a
yet.
fish
But it
from
looks so
her
good.
rod.
And there's rice.
What? Who grabbed my fish?
You did.
This is my breakfast.
You grabbed your fish.
Oh, okay.
I didn't grab nothing. I'm still walking out of
You
places.
as you see her grabbing her fish and the Minotaur grabbing rations, and the entire tavern and a bit of the smell carries over as some morning porks and breakfast attuned things have been prepared, and the entire tavern smells now of food.
I will.
I'm gonna gather some natural rosemary that I have in my pack and
There you go.
season my fish and stuff.
Okay, all right. As you have a nice fish
so
for
much.
breakfast,
Start a fire and eat it.
Asterion is eating his ration as you guys have a good breakfast with some
Yeah,
very
I'll
stale
just-
coffee and pork products.
I offer some salmon to Asterion.
I gingerly take it. I, of course, love salmon. That's going to be dope. But it's not really salmon because I know it's bass.
Yes,
Oh my
but
gosh.
in her heart it is salmon.
I'm gonna quickly offer the barkeep whatever the price is for some meats for the road. Just wrapped, just like a day's rations, I guess.
Oh, that'd be 5 silver, sir.
Sure, I'll pass that to him and make a
for
note of it.
Just so you guys know, your rations will last you a month before they start rotting, and you can technically eat them the second month, but we gotta do Constitution saving throws. After 3 months, they're completely not food anymore.
No. So I should have eaten my rations instead of this delicious salmon bass?
No, you can do whatever you want. Just you have like 30 days or so, which is still a pretty good while.
And then after getting my traveling food, my beef jerky, if you will, or
Mhm,
pork
mhm.
jerky. I don't know. Can pork be made into jerky? Anyway,
Sure.
Yeah.
You make jerky out of anything.
You can make
that
broccoli
bold
jerky,
words.
Guinea
God.
pig jerky.
guinea pig
Oh
jerky.
God,
Jerky.
that's just jerkyception. I don't know how I feel about that. I guess I will walk out to the lake to meet with our other acquaintances and see if we're ready to move,
Sure.
or what the plan even is. I don't even know. I heard something about raiding a temple, and I'm kind of about it.
I
I will
reached
join
in
the fish
mighty
now.
ho, Zadrith. Come to say how do.
Of course. Please don't ask me to talk to the fish.
I already ate the fish.
Oh, thank
I
God.
think that point would be mute at this point. Mute? Mute.
Moot.
I don't like to converse with my breakfast. So weird. See the betrayal in his eyes as I eat him.
I'm just happily munching.
I guess I'll look around and be like, so what's the game plan? I don't know if Z or Chameno have left the tavern yet, but I was
Next to
I'm
them.
raring to get up and at 'em.
Yeah,
I
I've
haven't
joined you
seen
out.
them.
Yeah, I'm ready to go. I mean, I got my little pack here, my full tum tum.
I'll do one last stretch, and then I'm like, hold my battle axe out in front of me, and I plant it on the ground. And I'm like, all right, let's do this.
I paw anxiously at the ground because I'm so ready.
Did anyone need to do any like last minute shopping in town?
Do I have any money to do shopping?
I have no idea. It's on your sheet.
I have no idea where the number of crossbow. What do you call those?
How much
Arrow.
Bolt.
bolts?
How
would
many
cost?
arrows I have? Where do I look that up?
You had 10. That was something you're supposed to add from last time. And I don't know in D&D Beyond where specifically you would put that other than just in equipment. That you would have to purchase yourself.
Before we leave,
Oh,
I'd like
I
to go
wrote
to a
it.
potion shop.
I wrote it on my
If there's-
piece of paper, so I guess I need
Please.
some crossbow bolts.
That deals in alchemy.
As far as potions, the
Does your
only
character
thing-
say that? Or are you saying that?
Am I saying what?
No, I'm asking Trenton because are
Yeah,
you
I'm
still in the
telling-
tavern?
No, I'm out by the riverfront. with
Oh,
y'all.
he
Oh,
followed
okay.
me out.
Okay, I thought it was just you who had walked out, and so I was like, how do I know that?
And I don't know where Mr. Z is, but I will make a note to the party. Don't shake him awake. He doesn't like it too much.
I still have this flask in my bag that I'd like to see what it is, and beyond that, I'd like to see what we can get to equip us.
As I'm trying to freaking find the specific cost for a bolt, which apparently is not here. I'll see what way. 'Cause a lot of people were asking things. Who wants to go first? I'll just let you guys decide that. Who wants to on the very quick shopping expedition?
So I did find a general cost for crossbow bolts. It comes in a quiver of 20, and it costs
Yeah.
1 gold.
One
Okay.
gold?
Yes.
20 crossbows.
Well, I guess I'll get like, I don't know, 40? And I'll spend me 2 golds.
You would have 2 packs that you can attach to wherever you want.
I guess if we're just stocking up, I will also grab a backup quiver of arrows for my short bow.
1 gold for 20? I think that was
I'll
the...
now have
One gold for 20. It's the same for
Okay.
both arrows and bolts.
I wonder why it's not here.
I will send
Oh,
you
there
the
it is.
link that I got the reference
It's
for.
under ammunition. I was looking for specifically arrows and bolts.
Alright, Z will also buy 40.
Okay, no problem. So you're getting a couple quivers since each one carries 20 or so. Asterion and Chameno, did you guys need to buy anything before you guys went on your mission?
Can I get a javelin?
Yeah, you can get a javelin. The javelin comes as 5 silver, please.
Oh, that's easy. Yeah, I'll buy that.
Javelins.
Sweet.
And do you need the stats for the javelin? It's on D&D Beyond, so you can just...
Yeah, I'm just gonna add it from
Okay.
there.
And Chameno, you had a little bit more complicated things you wanted to do, right?
Yeah.
What was what's the first one?
I wanted to see what the warm flask in my bag is.
Ah, yes. Let me look at it. Okay. Does anyone have alchemist tools?
Nope.
You're asking the wrong bull.
Okay. The other chance that you might have, other than just using it, is if anyone has any knowledges on Arcana.
I do.
I do.
Okay. Well, can we roll Arcana first to see if you discover what it is, and not you might need to ask for help in town or your friend.
Okay.
I got a 24.
I got an 11.
You have no idea what that is. Did you ask for help from? Assuming that you did, Molasses comes by and lets you know that that is alchemist fire. As soon as it contacts air, it explodes.
I'm so glad you didn't drink that.
I am also very glad I didn't drink that.
One of the very few alchemic contraptions that you cannot just do the taste method. As most potions, since this isn't the potion, you can just taste it and figure out what it does. Generally. But yeah, so you have a flask of alchemist fire. So you can add that to your sheet, because it's considered a basic item, apparently. If you need those stats, let me know. Anything else that you wanted to do, Chameno?
No, I think I'm good.
Alright. Closing version book. If you guys... it doesn't fit. If you guys are ready to go on your way, Who is leading the expedition?
Sorry. There's a blacksmith in town, right?
Yes, there is a blacksmith in town.
Okay.
Do you want to drop by there?
Will you?
Yes.
Quiet. I don't know if you're muted.
Sorry. I said Trenton wanted to get potions.
Maybe. If there's a shop that
Roll
sells
me
a...
an investigation, Chameno and Asterion if you are assisting. And see, you find the blacksmith easy enough.
I was working there yesterday.
Yeah.
9.
9?
Investigation.
Mhm.
16.
So as Skingen moving around, you do not find a potion shop or an alchemic shop, but you are pointed to pretty much a back alley with the man who says he sells potions.
Yes. Favorite kind of people.
Are we going to a drug dealer?
Yeah. Don't worry. These are my kind of people. Let's just go. Come on.
For the sake of this, who
I
is
hurry
going
him
into this alley? I'll say that it's over here for some reason.
Perfect.
You'll see a bald man with a rounded nose, pretty thin. Doesn't really he has this kind of hunch thing as he's kind of always looking over his shoulders. Yes. What can I do you for?
Sup, dude? You cool?
Cool, man. Pretty cool.
That's good. That's good. My friend and I here, we're looking for some healing potions. Maybe maybe a little something extra, if you know what I'm saying.
I got some spice, if that's what you're looking for. Got some good spice there.
Like melange.
Like some good melange. And then I got a basic healing potion too, if that's what you want.
Yeah. That's
Alright.
We want the spice, right?
I'm gonna get that spice. Yeah.
Healing
actually.
potion is going to be 50 gold for a basic healing potion. Spice, that'll run you 20 gold for a D4 amount of uses of spice.
Wait, what is spice?
As you're looking at it, it's a glass container that's holding some dark brown, looks like spice to you.
I'm gonna buy it.
All right.
I'm also going to buy a thing of spice.
Oh,
I don't know
alright.
why, but I'm gonna buy it. It seems like this could come in handy later.
Add
Wait, is it just spiciness?
spice
No.
to your sheet.
The spice must flow.
Exactly. I couldn't believe nobody got my melange reference.
Hold on. I did.
Oh.
Did y'all say that you were going to find drugs?
No, we said we were gonna go look for a potion shop.
And the drug dealer in town is the only one who carries potions. For some
Okay.
reason.
Because Z definitely would have been about buying some.
And that's why I picked it up for you, bud.
Hey.
So roll me a D4, both of you. Those that bought the spice. Chameno, what would the church
3.
think? 3? Alright.
Bo!
4. Okay, so Asterion, you have 5 uses of spice, and Chameno, you have 4 uses of spice.
Cool.
We'll if you ever want to experiment with that, let me know, and we'll see how this goes.
You got it, bud.
Looking at Ryan's old chart on your potion mishap for your luck.
Oh man! Oh no!
I'm going to look over at Asterion and be like, did we just buy drugs? I think we just bought drugs.
Yeah, man, be cool. Yeah. Don't say that out loud while we're still here.
Hearing a hulking Minotaur say, "Hey, yeah, man, be cool," is probably the high point of my D&D career.
Just
Oh.
I'm gonna put my arm around him really quick, just hey, just don't be saying that kind of stuff out loud. I don't know how the guard is around here and what exactly is on the up and up.
I mean,
So
yeah,
technically,
yeah,
this
really,
may or
but-
may not be illegal. So it's a morally gray area. I like a lot of what we do. So
Just so you
roll
know,
with
your
it.
name Your name in my notes is now Asterion Atreides.
I think we found the name for our episode. Yeah, man, be cool. So at the blacksmith shop, as you see the forge starting to turn on, and you see a couple of sheets being laid out, and tongs and utensils being put up, and the morning shop weapons being kind of put on for display. As he
Where's the
stares
blacksmith shop?
close, right where Z is.
Oh, wait.
I
guess I'm gonna saunter that way too.
Sure. As the man approaches you, yeah, I can help you. Looking for another day's worth of work?
Sadly, not today. There's other work to be done, and
Ah.
it's slaying.
No. So, sword, axe, shield. What can I do you?
Actually, you got a hammer?
Got plenty of hammers.
go.
Light throwing hammers, and he does have them all. If you would like to purchase them all.
I would like to purchase them all.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Grabbing old book out again. That's gonna be amount of gold. I'll tell you in a second once I turn to page number what equipment is. What about the rest of you guys?
All is 10 gold.
There we go.
10
Okay.
gold.
Z's a little quicker on the shot than I am, but
I've got
that's
that page open.
I can just like search it in D&D Beyond, so it's.
Yeah. It's fine. So yeah.
I mean,
10
wait,
gold.
does he have
I
any
am-
magic stuff?
No. There would
Okay.
be no. You found your magic dealer.
Did I? Oh yeah.
Wait, did he have cardboard crack? I'm kind of interested in cardboard crack.
You laugh, but I already have a bump idea that revolves around exactly what you just said. But yeah, anything that you guys would like to buy that's in the player's handbook, you please go ahead and purchase it. D&D Beyond should have the exact goal for it, and if you need me, or if you want to look at the player's handbook, it's on page 149.
Okay, cool. And I think that's all I want.
All right.
Yeah, I'm actually looking to see if I can buy what I was wanting to purchase.
What do you like to purchase?
I was looking to see if I could do medium armor. Because I thought I could, but...
I think
What's your-
bards could only do light, which you...
No. If he's what is your College of Valor?
No, I'm doing
Eloquence.
eloquence.
Yeah, then no. I don't
Okay.
think so.
So, buy the books. You can buy it and wear it. It's just you're gonna get a lot of penalties.
No, that's fine. I'm gonna pick up... And you don't have
Check
to have a proficiency for a shield, right? You can just strap a shield to yourself.
That goes along with armor. I believe bards light armor, so no shield.
Okay, because the shield is different than the armor sizes.
Yeah, bards. I think the reason why is you need your everything to.
That's fine.
That's
I'll just pick
okay.
up some studded leather.
Okay, no problem. Getting readied up, new equipment, new weapons, new armor. Who this? If you guys are ready to go on to your expedition.
I'm ready.
All right.
I'm ready.
Who is leading the party into this thick brush of woods near the a valley? It's going to be a couple of hours of trekking and scouting out, where you do see the temple above most of the tree lines, but we still need to get there, and I need to see if you guys get there at a good pace, or if anything, any mishap happens. So who will be leading y'all's expedition?
Can I lead?
Sure. If you have survival, please roll me a survival. If anyone
I will
is
assist him.
you roll with advantage, or both of you guys can roll. It's up to you.
I have +4 to this. Yeah. Ooh, 16.
Cool.
Okay.
I'm just gonna take out I'm gonna put my maul and my big axe on my back, and I'm gonna pull out my 2 little hand axes, and I'm just gonna work my way through all the stuff that's in our way.
Ice climbers your way through the forest.
I'll say that the trip takes you a very unpredicted, which it's not that you're being slowed or that you're taking your time or anything. It's just the thickness of the area and trying to move throughout the mountain's terrain. Sometimes there is a gap that you have to kind of roll down part of a large cliff, climb up, wait for a pack of wild beasts that are hunting to just clear the way before you guys continue. Crossing over a river might have taken a little bit longer than it should have. Maybe a swim from one of you that was not scheduled for the day. But as you guys leave closer to around 9 in the morning, you would get there at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 5 or so. As the sun is still out, but you guys arrive to the temple. And what you see all around you is a large clearing of thick grass, no more than about half a foot of just thickness throughout. And as you're walking, you see some snakes slither out, and or beetles start flying out and about. You see that there was some clearing for trees, but has been cut down or overtaken, or it's just not growing properly. The land again is very, very flat all the way around the temple. With this massive, from where you're looking at, there is a entrance at the ground floor, and it looks like it's separated between a couple different floors, at least 3 to note. So once you guys are here at the entrance of this temple, hearing a couple of the rivers pass by, hearing brushing of the trees and just the fauna that lives in this wilderness, what do you guys do?
I sheath my hand axes and I go for my brand new maul. I look down at it and I'm like, serve me well for tonight.
Alrighty.
We dine in blood. Yeah, I consecrate you. I like hold it up like to the sky for a second, and I'm just like, Theros! And then I march forward to go do some smashing.
Okay.
Goodness, once he's got a goal, there ain't nothing stopping him. I'm just like looking at the impressiveness of this temple shrine, like gigantic place, and then kind of looking around and being like, does anybody know who built this to what god?
Ooh.
Can you do a nature check?
I got a history.
I feel like this might be religion.
Z is gonna make a deception check.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a history check.
History check. Who's doing? So.
I'll do history.
All right, and then.
I got a history.
All right. So we'll do
I got a, what is it, a dirty 20?
Yeah, dirty 20. All right. Chameno.
11.
And then Asterion.
14.
Chameno, you looking at this with history, you have not heard of this temple. You're assuming that it's a temple to whatever, everything that's being involved with the city, so storms and vision, but this has never existed. So if it is true that you guys are in the wrong age, this was built after your time. 14. Which you guys gathered that much, but looking at the aesthetics, you're Asterion, you're for sure that this is for Keranos. This is his temple.
For who? Greatness?
The god of storms and visions. The same god that is the
Keranos. He's the red-blue one.
Yeah, red-blue god. The same god that is for the both cities that you guys were at. Molasses. You, on the other hand, because you rolled history. Oh, then yes, this is a temple for Keranos. You do recall in your early studies, back in the greatness of your castle school that you were taught your spells at. Sometimes new pieces of history or pop culture or whatnot gets carried through and just talked around. And some people are talking about a brand new temple that was being started in the later years of your schooling. You think that this might be that temple. So, as far as you know, this shouldn't be built. They're starting to build it. And what did you get on deception?
Is he trying to see if I'm lying? I'm curious what this deception check
No,
is.
23. I'm doing it to lie.
Yes. What is your lie?
Okay. So Z is going to mention that he remembers tales of a temple from around this area. And he is entirely certain that that whatever has been said is wrong. Obviously. This is a temple for... And he'll pause for a second. He's trying to remember what gods y'all worship.
I should hope so. I literally just said it.
And then he'll say, Kerametra. And then he'll point at the trees and give y'all a look like y'all are dumb for not realizing that if there's trees around it, it's for Kerametra.
I mean, it doesn't sound right, but he's just so convincing. I mean, he has to be right.
My insight, if I incited this hypothetically,
my
because he rolled a
rules-
23
Yes.
on deception, I'd have to beat a 23, right?
Yes. My
Correct.
rules on line and to players against each other is deception versus insight. You guys will determine how well that is. Generally, if I get a higher number, that means you believe or don't believe me. But
Oh, there's no way I can beat that, so I'm just...
Yeah.
Asterion doesn't care, though, but it's, you know, neither here nor there.
I was just asking out of curiosity. I am one short to be able to match that number, so...
But don't I know that it's, what is it, Theros' temple?
yes.
Keranos?
So
Yeah.
So someone can lie to you. We have proof of that every day in politics. And they are so
Oh, Lord.
believable that they are telling you the truth. And you're like, but that doesn't. That doubt still came in with the deception. It's like, but wait, are you sure? I know I read this, but he's so he's wait what? For
He's
real?
awfully certain.
19 for insight.
I mean, he's very convincing. Do you believe him or not? That's up to you and your individual characters in your life, but he is incredibly convincing.
Alright, I want to do a perception check on the entryway of the temple to see if there's any, like, traps or whatever we're going to trigger just by walking in this thing.
Sure, Roman perception.
Oh, okay.
Perception. Okay, I got a 8.
Perfectly safe. Absolutely nothing to worry about.
Alright. Let's go, you guys.
As you
Hey-
see,
Hey, Rogue.
Yeah,
Do you maybe want to be useful?
yeah, I do. Actually, well, I'm totally not ordering food. Yeah, I as much as I trust the Centaur's judgment, I'm gonna take a second look at it,
okay.
and just to be sure. This is perception, correct?
Yeah.
That is an 18.
Okay. As you guys are looking at the about maybe 7 feet of steps that go upwards into the start of this square, almost pyramid-like structure, but it doesn't have a fine tip at the end. It keeps on towering over. She is right. It is safe, but the reason why it's safe is because the trap is already triggered. As you kind of look, do you have dark vision?
I do, 60 feet.
Okay, as you kind of peek into the inside of the cabin, you do see some spikes that already have some skeleton individuals on them. So, walking willy-nilly into the center of the room would have definitely triggered something, but there is some traps already triggered inside.
Gotcha.
And you do recall that people have definitely been raiding this for a bit. And that just now it's becoming too hard for most people in town.
Well, I will voice to the party that because this is a frequent raiding spot, that any traps are probably going to be big and obvious and already littered with corpses. But we should tread carefully regardless.
So I'm going to change... No, I'll keep it here, but I'll change the tone to a bam, bam, bam. As just zooming in over here for everybody. Oh, well, that's that glitch that I sorry, audience, you'll see the name of a song just there. As you guys are proceeding forward, it goes into a square-like structure before there are some stairs leading up to the next section. You see 4 pillars. And ajar to these pillars, and in the center, you see these traps already springing up, like you said, with these stone spikes, and people already dead. And enough time has passed that they've skeletonized.
Wow.
Oh boy.
Do they still have, like, gear scattered around them?
When you take a closer look, with your 18, you do discern that there is one trap at the top of the stairwell that will swing about. You say that it's maybe someone with a knowledge for this had triggered it before, because it's not thieves' cant, so it's something that you just saw, but there is a very loose chalk mark on the side of one of the walls to indicate that at least someone was remembering, if they're coming back again, that does a thing. And then when you scout out ahead, you see the panel loose and the wall kind of ajar to something will swing by. Maybe an axe or something traditionally, but something will swing by if this is triggered. And as Zadrith is looking at this, Z, when you look at the bodies, no sword, no spear, every even arrow is taken off. You see the only things left on them are their armor that was hard to remove, except for one who you see still straps of plate, kind of like a jar into the cavity of the body, but at least the metal was taken off from what you can discern, maybe sell for scraps, but everything that could have been taken from these people's bodies has been taken.
They're
Okay.
clean.
Any bodies we're coming across as we venture through this,
Okay.
Z will be looking for coin pouches and such.
I will say, as a general, for at least until I say otherwise, roll me an investigation, just as a general investigation throughout these couple of floors.
Just say
Hey,
all of us.
that's what
whoever's
we like seeing.
picking bodies.
That is a 16.
Got a 10.
Okay. As for this portion, you don't find anything on any of the bodies, so that you are able to discern which by a couple of minutes of dusting around, looking at the plates at the bottom, and you're seeing that there is a way to overcome this. You just need to pretty much do a jump and a skip over the triggered area. With your Minotaur friend and your Centaur friend, it's actually a little bit easier just because of their natural build. They can overstep this obstacle easier than most of you humanoids. As you guys cross over the next edge, go up another flight of stairs, you see the area shift to more circular size room, with 2 antechambers attached following a long road up to another set of stairs. And what you guys find here is a couple of bodies hanging. As you see that there are something triggered. This is easy for anybody to see. That either grab their bodies. You see some grab most of them by their necks, some by their necks and their arms, and like you see that the arm is already like purplized, as though it just cut off all oxygen or circulation from their body.
So they still have bodies.
They have bodies, yes. These have fresh. Let's not say fresh. They are at least stage 5.
Recent.
Yes. As you guys are looking Z, you do see there's many tombs here. You see one that looks like it's only ajar versus fully open. And as you go and approach that tomb, you find a mummified man with nothing left there. No coin, no jewels. Everything's been swept off. For some reason,
I want to read his. Does he have like a name on the tomb?
Nope, no name.
It's a tomb with no name.
That is going to be a very important question in a bit, but for right now, no. So keep that thought in mind. You see that.
Do a history check on him to figure out who he is.
That's going to be a very hard DC unless he was a notable figure, but you can certainly try. It might be more beneficial to an investigation to try to identify the individual person, or any status symbols or anything like that. But what did you get on history?
Okay. Well, the investigation would be a 19.
Okay. As Molasses kind of approaches, you hear the hoops going against the stone floor, and she's kind of looking a lot of the figures. You can discern for sure that this man was a cleric once upon a time. And when you're looking at the other bodies, these are all religious individuals that have the eye of Keranos. But Z, as soon as she turns and you see she moves and is going to the next person, you could have sworn you heard something. And just out of curiosity, you kind of grab the body, pull it back, and there is 4 gold coins laid out in a specific pattern underneath the body.
What's the pattern?
It's 2 on top and 2 at bottom. Kind of like the 4 on die. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn to the rest
pick
of the
up
party.
the gold coins.
You had moved on. I lifted the body and found them.
Because Z was the one that was looking for the coin.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah. So I am gonna take the coins.
And
Yeah.
Chameno, what are you? Sorry, you said something.
I'm gonna ask the rest of the party. Do y'all know of any Keranos worshippers that have been in this area for as long as y'all know?
From y'all's information, Molasses, would you be the only one that has at least a hint of knowledge about the temple that at least it started construction when you were, from your point of view, maybe about 5 or 6 years ago, the construction started?
Yeah, I let everyone know about that. And how weird this temple is, because they just started building it. So, like, I think we did, in fact, go into the future, you guys.
Roughly how old are the bodies? Or can I find anything to
They're
date them?
mummified.
If they're mummified, they've got to be, like, at least, like, 5 years. To be completely skeletonized like that?
And not to mention, that's the bodies after the temple was created. And this is a large size room. Each one of the floors is about 80 feet or so in length. And the steps...
In height?
In height, yeah, sorry. You guys are in the second, let's say, floor of this temple. As I believe...
For the temple to have been finished, all of these bodies placed here And all of these traps exhausted, we must be 100 or more years in the future.
Huh. That's... Do you know... Is there any god of time? Like, I'm just kind of thinking out loud, like, how the hell did we get so far removed from what we thought was our age? It's one of life's great mysteries. Must have been a hell of a bender.
Can I do like a investigation on the stone walls to kind of see their age?
Yeah. Or if anyone has the background for masonry, you can definitely also roll.
I got a
what?
19.
You kind of want to say that 100 years is like a throwaway guess. If you had to, like, if you sword to the throat, if you had to say at least, but you're roughing maybe 200, at most 500 years.
So anywhere between 100 and 500.
For everything to be constructed here. The big notation is that the stone for the temple, it looks a lot older than the stone for the individual coffins. These stones themselves date maybe about that far, which means that the stone here itself is older, as in the temple walls are an older stone than the stone for the coffins.
How many years is in an age?
That I think is arbitrary, but I'm not sure. Let me look.
Yeah,
Are they just like random?
Yeah.
I think ages change with significant events.
Yeah, like
Revolution,
innovations.
Yeah. So,
In humanity, we went from like what, iron to bronze and stuff like that, and then bronze to like steel.
As a I believe quite literally the most intelligent person in the room, that does ponder is that there has to have been something very significant to change this. Not just time has passed by and cities have grown, but something to call it a new age. And as that happening, Zadrith, since you have the highest passive perception,
I do.
16. Yep, 16 is what you need. You do see off into the edge. Who does not have dark vision? Chameno, I believe, because you're a human.
Yeah.
You need some sort of light source because everything is dark here.
Is there anything that I can light on fire?
Does anyone have a torch?
Usually an adventurer's pack will have a torch or a couple of torches in it. Trent, check your
I do not
equipment.
see a torch.
Really?
Does anyone have a torch?
I see
do.
a candle. I can light a candle.
You can light a candle.
No.
Okay.
I've got
I
torches. I
turn
also
to him.
don't have dark vision.
Okay. Candle or torch works. Candle's gonna give you about a 5-foot span of area to see. The torch will give you about 30 feet. Versus all of you guys can see 60 regardless of the torch being on.
I hand him a torch.
You have an hour worth of light.
In response, I will take my hand off of his backside where it has been guiding me up until now.
Nice and warm. Zadrith,
I thought he
Thank
was
you.
just comforting me, but I totally understand it now that I thought about it, and I was just like, okay.
Alright, okay, 2 and 2 makes sense. Alright, I understand. You, at the corner of the room, you something's kind of been bothering you, but it wasn't until the torch was fully lit that you see you see the stone just kind of like slowly getting smaller and thinner. And you see something on top of a person just kind of laying back with the back broken against the corner of the room. The sword is completely dissolved. It looks like it has been acidically dissolved. And you're not sure what it is, and you kind of keep your eye on it. And then eventually you see a grayish matter just move above, kind of gets more solidified, and kind of like a liquid extends over, looking at you, or y'all in general. It moves up and then goes down back to the body and you see it expands again and starts melting whatever that corpse is.
That looks threatening, and as I see that, I'm gonna start unlimbering my my short bow.
As you all see that, and Wince is pointing out, you do notice that is an ooze with general knowledge. Molasses for sure will know this, and anyone, Chameno with your Arcana trained, and Z with your Bardic, just exploratory knowledge. These tend to be very unintelligent creatures that just look for a life form to eat, and tend to be in areas like this, where there's going to constantly be someone coming in, and just in the shadows, the ooze just dissolves you, eats you, stays motionless for forever if it needs to, until something else comes in and just eats. So right now it's being content with eating whatever this person is, which at the moment you don't have any discerning facts to say what they are, other than that might be a female.
That's not worth a fight.
Yeah, but it gives me the creeps.
Wait, the ooze is female or the body is female?
The body is female. It is eating a female adventurer or a townsperson. You do see that they had a sword, but the sword is completely dissolved, like completely useless. And the ooze does not matter if it's flesh, cloth, stone, or metal. It is eating and dissolving it in a unison. It's very slow, but it is something to at least keep your eye on, that there are further dangers.
So there's 2 antechambers on the side, right?
Yeah.
I will check if there are any traps entering the left one.
With the current one that has been rolled, as soon as there are no traps that you see, and when you open it, it's just a couple of other tombs. With y'all's exploration and pre-rolls, just to not make you roll the same rolls for every single room, right? As you guys go and explore, it looks like more priests, about 5 or so in a circle. No names, no discerning features from them. As Z, you kind of make sure to check to see if there's any coin. There's not. And the other room, once it's opened, as you see, it's almost completely barren, except for about 2 crates. And when you look inside the crates, there's nothing in there.
Looks like these guys were caught in the middle of a ritual.
Wait, were the priests in tombs?
In tombs, yeah.
Okay,
never
so
mind.
they were in like coffins or some summit. I guess I'll look to our Sayter friend that's looking for coin and be like, I think priests usually die poor. But
as you guys pretty much look at this room, there is a definite danger for that ooze, but for now at least it's contained. The traps that were in this room have been triggered already, and it looks like whatever the room next to where the priestess tombs were has been raided completely. As you guys start walking up to the 3rd set of steps, you go into a room that, again, has a couple pitfalls that you see and you notice. There's a couple people down there. And the traps also stone. So you fall about 10 feet, spikes. Not a good way to die. But one thing strikes odd for everybody, especially Asterion. You're probably the first one to feel it, as the room has a slight bit of moisture in the air. So sorry, Zadrith will notice the moisture. Asterion will notice the heat first. And by first, I mean seconds before anyone else notices. You're starting to, the air here is more humid.
I stop.
yeah, I guess me and Asterion having dark vision, we're just kind of chilling towards the front of the party.
Well, yeah.
Of course.
You look for things, and I hit the things you find.
Oh man, that's a hell of a team.
I understand that he's looking for things, and then I understand that I'm gonna play a weird game of whack-a-mole.
Good.
I guess I'll look like. Do we need another perception for this floor?
For this floor, no. As you guys keep moving forward, you see that even the urns that were here, looks like ashes just scattered on the floor, and the urn kind of just broken. So people look everywhere for something. At this floor, you see that the tombs that are here, a couple more, seem that even the edges around, now you start seeing names. Whatever, either jewel or something crescent on there, even strips of gold were kind of taken off and of these tombs, but nothing left.
I get the feeling. I turn to Zadrith and I'm going to say this. I get the feeling that maybe we are supposed to die in here and they're going to take our stuff.
I don't know. Like, all these dead bodies have kind of cleared the way.
Yeah, I think this is more like a gauntlet kind of thing, and they just come in here and clean it out when it gets a little bit smelly.
I'm inclined to agree with you, but at the same time, if they're picking gold off the trimmings, it's a miracle this place hasn't been taken down brick by frickin' brick at this point.
Are the bodies becoming less decomposed the
Yes.
further into the temple we get?
Yes, they are.
Okay, so we need to like keep our guard up whenever the bodies are becoming fresher.
As there is a large set of stairs leading upwards. Sorry?
It just means we're probably getting close to something good. What did you say?
There's a large set of stairs leading up to a different floor.
Oh, okay.
Are there no side chambers on this floor
No side
at
chambers
all?
at all.
Okay, it's just like straight shot to the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You guys are walking forward, going up the stairs. You see that there is something that you didn't notice outside, but inside, it's almost like the sun is reflecting and having a slight little glow of an eye branching off the stairs before it curves around. And at that curve, you see fog into one of these rooms as the as the torch kind of looks away and kind of gives at least a little bit of a light enough within the fog that it just looks like just plain fog.
It looks like what?
Plain fog, but the entire floor. Now I need you all to roll perception. It's about 30 feet in height, about 20 feet in length. Yep.
I am
roll a
missing my
second time,
sentinel
right?
shield.
One more time.
20 you roll a second time, right?
No. If that's for Tephra. If you get a nat 20, you just get a nat 20.
Nat 20.
Yeah. If you're in combat though, you will roll twice. So
Gotcha.
Let's go in order. Zadrith, what did you get total?
That is a 17.
Okay. Molasses.
Where is that? Sorry, I can't find it.
Perception.
Oh, perception.
Yes.
Sorry, I thought you said initiative. Perception is 19.
19. Okay. Chameno, what'd you get total? 20 what?
3.
23. All right. Asterion
7.
and Z.
I got a natural 1.
All right. As the only thing that you're focused on is why is it so fucking hot in here? As the closer you get to the fog, the hotter it gets, up into being inside the room, which would be about 110 degrees.
Goodness.
As you guys look through, it seems fine, except for one little thing that Chameno is the only one that spots it because DC was 20. You see something small, about the size of about the size of a medium-sized dog, maybe about 2 feet in length or so. Just you see these eyes in the same color as the fog itself, just disappear before you can swore you saw some wings also disappear, as like it vanished within the fog.
A winged
Just an outline
dog.
of it.
Yeah, there's something in that fog.
Are there any pillars in this room by any chance? Like off
a squared room with only a door in front.
Straight squared room, door in front, pitfalls all the way. Ah, crap. I'm
gonna say you all have one action. What do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna attempt to hide
wave
as an action.
my torch in the door.
Okay. As soon as you do, you all hear a as if something's moving.
I am going to attempt animal handling.
Explain, because right now you're in a room full of fog. How are you going to handle the animal? And then roll me stealth, Zadrith.
24 on stealth.
Okay. As from y'all's passive perception, you don't see where or at least you don't notice that he's gone right now. So, Molasses, exactly what are you doing?
I am going to try and get it to reveal itself.
How?
By
You're a good boy. No,
yes, by making some sort of a psst, psst.
Okay, alright. Roll me animal handling.
Alright, I got a 7.
I mean, any dog would have come over. Like, you have no idea. You have no idea what their problem is. They're being rude for sure.
Yeah. Obviously not an
obviously.
animal.
It's you'll see. Asterion, what is your action, and D, what is your action?
I'm gonna position myself in front of everybody else, and I'm gonna get my squishing hammer ready.
Okay. Hiding your squish and hammer, Z.
I don't know if I'm gonna yeet it at this guy or if I'm just gonna bring it down.
And Z will be pulling out his sword.
Okay. As you see, Chameno, since you're right at the door, that the door does have some sort of a handle. And almost in front of the door, something manifests in front, and then lunges out towards Asterion, but already rolled and it's a complete miss. 4 misses, right? As this, you all can roll me. I will say nature for this, even if it's untrained. You can roll me nature, and just to see if you know what type of thing this is.
Nat 20.
It's not an animal for sure. Nat 20.
I just rolled it.
Yeah, you know what it is. If anyone gets a 15 or higher, you would know. Unless you have nature trained, then I'll make it a 12 DC.
Unless you have nature what?
Trained. So like you have it highlighted as one of your proficiencies.
I do, and I only got a 10.
So okay, so you have no idea what this thing is.
But I have it highlighted.
Yes, the DC would have been lower for you, but you still didn't pass it, unfortunately.
Oh.
No one else got the other than Asterion?
I got a base 4, and so I definitely don't know.
As from your perspective, everybody, you just see this little odd creature. Since goblins don't exist in this world, it looks like some weird devilish thing with these huge wings standing about, well, huge for it, about a foot in length. The creature itself is also about a foot. And these horrible sinking eyes. But the thing that's odd about them is that it's the same density and looseness as the mist itself, or the fog itself. As Asterion, that's an elemental. With a dirty 20,
No, nat 20.
Nat 20. What's it?
That was a straight nat 20 for something I'm not proficient in. I'm just like, that's a fucking elemental, and
I would say that you would know this as a steam elemental. And I need you all to roll me initiative for this first slight encounter.
That's cocked.
20.
As show Q, I believe? Is that what it was?
12.
Oh,
19.
19. Hold off on y'all's numbers really quick. Oh, it's control U, not Q. Okay, control U.
Do elementals speak primordial?
You can ask in a minute. Alright, cool. 20 plus.
Yeah, 20.
All right, no one beat a 20. All right, we'll move you up here. 15.
22.
Oh, 22. All right, so Z goes first.
What do you add to?
Your dexterity.
Yeah, 21.
Okay. All right, so Z still beats you by 1. 15 to 20. Then 10 to 15.
12.
12.
Oh, okay. Well, you guys can decide which one goes first then.
He can go first.
Thank you, Asterion.
What did you get, Molasses?
19.
19. Okay, well then you go in front of both of them. Alrighty. As for, did I prepare a thing for you guys? Nope, I did not. So, I'm going to show you guys in chat because I don't have it prepared for the audience. Yeah. So, let me download this for you guys.
I'll be damned.
Z, as you clearly see the this weird humanoid, but with the elongated nose and a distorted head. The only thing that you guys have to like paint at what this could be would be a demon, some sort of demonic entity. But it has wings, it has wicked claws. But again, it's about a foot tall with about 2 foot wingspan. And it's in front right now of Asterion. What do you do?
I would. Did it sound like it was
It looks pissed.
had any kind of communication that it was doing?
Not from what you can see. It looks just like it's angry at y'all for being here. And you're getting to see where the heat and the mist is coming from. It's coming from this creature itself.
It has a long ass nose. That is unfortunate.
Yeah, it has a very long nose. As I think I have a mud version of him that I can use as a token. So let me bring that up. Just so you guys have some visual. Maybe I don't. But Z, it is your turn, so what do you do?
Can I hold my turn until after Keranos goes?
Yeah. You can hold an action until after he does a thing. You can do an action. That's totally doable.
Yeah.
All right.
All.
I do not have it. Okay, cool. So, Chameno, what are you doing?
I'm going to defend myself with my sword and attempt to communicate with it in Primordial.
Okay. So you can take the defense action. So if I roll an attack against you, it's with a disadvantage. And you are speaking in Primordial. What are you saying? And then roll me a diplomacy, as technically it knows 2 languages that are related to Primordial. So we'll see if it understands you.
I'm gonna say we mean you no harm. And
Speak for yourself.
yeah, what modifier would I use for that?
Charisma.
Charisma.
What did you get?
18, and what is charisma? 4, so 22.
22. Huh. Okay.
We come in peace.
As you do, it will use this reaction to respond to you, and you barely understand it. It is speaking in Indian, which is like a language branched out from Primordial, but technically it's like the fire element's language. As all it said that you understood was all and die.
Die.
That's what you understood because they're technically different languages, but has a subsection. All something 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 die, and you feel that it's being defensive. You should have a bonus if you'd like to do a bonus. If not, I'm going to Molasses.
I don't know how to respond to that without angering it, so I'm just gonna not.
Okay. Molasses, what are you doing? As you see the entity in front of you, and you heard Chameno, and Chameno said some weird words in some odd language, and it responded back.
I guess I'll do a nature check to see what I know about this thing.
From your knowledge already, that's I mean that's it. You Asterion would be like, oh, it's probably an elemental.
Okay, well,
this looks like maybe an elemental, but I'm not sure I know if one of us see me kind like this.
aren't you supposed to, like, not mess with elementals? Maybe we should, like, get out of here.
I know nothing of that rule.
Yeah, can I tell my group something?
Sure, you can react and talk to them out of turn, or we can say technically still your turn. You can talk, yeah, before it passes on.
I can barely talk to this, but I don't think that its sole purpose is to do us harm.
So maybe it's more of a gatekeeper and less of a guardian?
Should I
Yeah,
attack it?
Probably not.
I don't think it would be best to anger it any more than it is.
I'm gonna take a small step back. Just like a defensive step back.
Okay. Molasses, what are you doing on your turn?
Is this the only way to keep going forward in this temple?
It's the only way, and it's going upwards.
Oh boy.
Okay, how fast can I run?
There is a door in front of you, and I think your speed is 40 since you're a Centaur.
Can I, like, make a leaping jump over the fog to the door?
You can, but you will get an attack by the creature since you're running past him. He will get a quick cheap shot at you if you do so. You feel that intention too. And also the door is closed, so you would go up to the creature past him, try to open the door. If it is open, then you can continue.
Okay, I am going to do hideous laughter.
Okay. What is the DC and saving throw? I believe it's wisdom, but please correct me if I'm wrong.
I don't know.
It should
How do I look that up? It says attack save wisdom 13.
Okay,
That was
so yes, so it's a wisdom saving throw of 13, and he got a 7 total. So he's being affected by your spell.
well, so he's laughing horribly. I guess we can just stroll on past him.
What is the description of tenacious, hideous laughter? Because I believe
A creature of your choice that you see within range perceives everything as hilariously funny and falls into fits of laughter.
Okay.
They must succeed a wisdom saving throw or become incapacitated.
Okay. As they are floating in the air, but go off into a high corner, just laughing hysterically. And you guys feel that the temperature of the room is rising a bit more with each laugh. And starts getting slightly hotter and more misty. That was your spell. You still have bonus, and you can you still have movement if you'd like.
Can I move?
You can. The door is about 10 feet in front of you.
I go through the door.
I need you to roll me a strength check then.
Okay, I got a 16.
Oh, alright.
Plus 2. 18.
18. As you... It's hard, but... You start moving the door sideways, and you feel that it's like kind of scraping against the stone. As you're able to move everyone with that roll through you. It's not completely open. As you see the elemental up in the air at the corner laughing, but he looks angry. And with
Why
that,
so serious?
you still have the rest of your movement if you would like to go up into the other room, but you're leaving your party behind.
I'll do a perception check in this like new room that I'm in.
Sure. Just so you know, for mechanics, a perception roll in combat would be an action, so you can use your passive perception. What is your passive? As I have your sheet up here as well.
12.
12. From what you can see, is the stairs go up into a long stairwell with a complete open gate. There's not a door or anything to pass through, but it leads into a much larger room than what you've been in. It doesn't look quite right because you guys have been going to the outside. Looks the biggest room would be at the bottom, but this entryway looks bigger than even the rooms where you were at the bottom, so it looks not quite correct. Something is funky.
Interesting.
Zadrith, what do you do?
Okay.
As the door is now open and you see Molasses starting to make her way up.
I am stealthed off to one side, and I am going to attempt to move in stealth past the thing that I have no idea what it is, despite unless someone announced it, which I'm pretty sure someone did.
Asterion.
Gotcha.
As
I'm going to
it does
attempt
not
to move
look at
past
you.
the elemental.
It's looking at the door, and you see that it's angry. As you kind of move past the elemental, and for the sake of conversation, you can get your way up there if you would like. Same thing with Molasses. And does... So if that is your intention, Asterion, what are you doing?
And that is my intention. I want to try to get through the door without being detected. Preferably.
You don't feel that you are being detected at all.
Gotcha.
Okay. So I just watched one of my party members just run through the door ahead of me.
You've only seen Molasses because
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, she's the only one that's gone through it. And then Molasses, you're like, where the hell did the fish guy come from? As he's in front of you at the moment.
Alright. How far am I from this door?
I'll say that you all about an equal 10 feet or so.
I guess I'm gonna rush to the door. I'm not gonna go through, I guess, but I'm gonna basically hold the door, be ready at the door, I guess, for anything bad that could happen, and I'm just gonna hold my... Well, no, actually, I want to do a perception check. Can I look at this door? I want to see why maybe this guy is mad about the door.
You can use your action for perception, yeah.
Yeah. You know what? You gave me a 20 earlier. Let's see what you do.
1.
Ooh! No, actually a 19.
19. As you,
well, wait, hang on. With my... Oh, you said perception plus 2, so 21.
That's better. As at the end of each turn, okay. Cool. So he's gonna get a roll in a second. As you look to the door, you don't see why it would matter, other than just maybe that gatekeeping. As you do see the eye kind of encrust into the stone itself of the door. So whatever is up ahead, you see that now you've seen 2 emblems of the god. So there's also no bodies here, no corpses, no nothing, and the town has said that there was a limit before they can cross through. So maybe this elemental is the thing that they're not able to get through.
You mean there's treasure past these doors?
But here's the issue, though. What are you gonna do when we come back? That's gonna be fun.
Surely that's not the only way out. We'll figure it out. It'll be fun.
So optimistic.
So you have your axe. Are you going through the door or are you staying?
I have my maul out actually,
Maul?
so I guess I'm gonna go through the door.
All right. And Z, what are you doing? Since it rolled really shitty on the initiative, so at the bottom.
Sorry.
Don't leave.
So, yeah, I'm staying with Chameno.
Okay.
I I thought y'all were. Oh, that's right. You used your turn to. Yeah.
So, all right.
I guess I should have stayed at the door. I'm sorry.
As, are you taking any action, any defensive actions, or anything of that sort?
I'm pretty much just gonna ready myself to be attacked because I don't know if this is the only one of these things around.
Okay. All right. So
I'm just
take
vibing.
the defensive action. So if I attack you, also with disadvantage. I believe Chameno is also at a disadvantage if I attack you. All right. So this thing, as I rolled a 15, it gets a save at the beginning of its turn. Does 15 pass your spell save, Molasses?
What number is that?
It's the spell DC.
Oh, yeah, because you need to get over a 13.
Okay, so as it just shrugs off, and you see it screams and flies over towards you, Chameno. As I cannot take the natural 20, I have to take that 8. That is a 10 total to hit. As you
Against my AC?
yeah, which I believe is a total miss.
16.
Yeah, as
Yeah.
the elemental comes over, are you donning a shield or no?
No.
Comes over and you use your sword to swing wide as it you see the elemental kind of takes it doesn't quite hit it, but it just disappeared. It split into two as you swung and then reappeared itself, and that is its action. Is it only has one attack?
I would hope so. We're a level 1 party.
With that, Chameno, it is your turn. What do you do?
I may have been wrong about its intentions. Maybe we should run. And I'm gonna start heading for the door.
Okay. As you head towards the door, since it's not incapacitated now, it will get one attack of opportunity on you.
Yeah.
With a total of that's a 15. So as you feel the heat as it scrapes against the backs on your back of your armor, as you know, steel kind of contracts the metal, but it doesn't hit. So you all see as the elemental does scrape, as the only one who's now at the bottom would be Z. Everybody else is at least on the stairs. Are you guys intending to do anything about that, or are we just waiting for Z to go
Let's shut
through?
the door, huh? Is everyone through the door?
Except
No.
for Z. Are you waiting for Z, essentially?
I'm
Before-
gonna be at the door. I'm waiting for Z.
I'm waiting for
I'm not
Z.
gonna. I won't close the door without him getting
All
Oh,
right.
through.
yeah, I'm gonna wait for Z too.
Okay, so Z, what are you doing? And then that would trigger Asterion. Since Molasses is assisting you, you're gonna roll me strength with advantage to close down this door. Z,
Oh,
what are
fun.
you doing?
Z will move towards everyone else.
All right, and since I already used his reaction, as you see that it tries to claw at you, but you're using your quickness to just hit against the steps and then just jump over, leap slightly. As Asterion, roll me strength
Said with advantage.
with advantage. So roll me twice, my friend.
Okay, that's 1 and. Not the exact same. Cool. 14.
14. As you try to close the door, and it closes almost all the way to, as I'm trying to see if it has one ability. It doesn't, unlike its larger counterparts, as it's about an inch gap, and you see the elemental smoke just starting to appear. Sorry, not smoke, steam starting to appear on the other side. As you kind of look at Molasses, she finishes closing the door, and you see the elemental form itself, but it's just so thin and loose that it just gives
I shoved
away.
a bunch of napkins in the cracks under the door.
Napkins are being shoved into the door. As let me show you guys into the new map. As you guys appear into the first areas of your dungeon. And I'm going to take this off because you no longer have a torch.
It didn't show anything anyway. It just said our names and 0.
Oh, Jesus, I don't believe you actually annotated the initiative roll. So
no, I just
okay.
I just had you guys in order since it was a how do I say, a
Oh,
baby
okay.
encounter. I'm taking off the eye on Chameno, since I didn't know if you guys were gonna have a lit or not lit area. As you guys step forward into this about 20-foot with stairs, and it starts leaning slightly more up.
I mean, I have dark vision, and so does Asterion, but I can't
Yeah.
see shit.
You
Wait.
or is it a black screen
Map.
or
Black screen.
complete?
Yeah.
What? All right.
Go to the
well,
top of it. I can see it.
Yeah, make your.
Oh.
You,
I did not realize this area was that
is
huge.
on.
I see
Gotcha.
myself, I think.
You should, as I'm clicking on your character.
I got it.
Yeah, you should be able to see what.
I was
you
just super
can-
zoomed in.
Yeah. So if you pan out as far as you can't see the entire area because it's limited by your vision now since you are inside of a dungeon. But from what your perspective is at the moment, you see the same stone as before, but in here is a lot more colorful. Shades of gold and storm clouds being decored with blues and reds. A large man on the walls with bolts of lightning. And then several different slightly relieved sculptures of Keranos himself. And as you guys enter the dungeon, we're going to take a quick break, and then we'll explore the rest. So we'll be back in a minute. guys, welcome back. So, as I need to move this book out of my eye hole and get my laptop ready because we are in dungeon territory. From you guys can see, again, these pillars holding up the roof of this building that looks to be in 70 feet as well in height. Different reliefs and paintings along the walls of the God of Storms. You do see off into, because I need to be very specific with Fog of War, how hide area, reveal areas. It should be revealed. Why is it not being revealed? I need to be on the map section to reveal it. Got it. Okay.
Ah, this is the layering issue.
It's a layering issue. Alright, cool. So I might have fixed my own problem. As you guys see, let's highlight all this. Okay, cool. The stone here looks a lot nicer than everything else, and looks like it's being kept a lot more as well. You see off into the far end a door, large stone door. You see smaller door to y'all's right, and then to the left a corridor leading into something else. Now that you guys are inside the unknown, you get a feeling that this is probably where no one has been. So, as a team with no name at the moment, hey heroes, what do you guys do?
I'm just gonna still on guard, like bow still out. I'm going to step down to the foot of the stairs, and I'm just going to look around and check for more traps, because if this is a unperturbed area, this is gonna get hairy really fast. I keep forgetting I don't have a second window right now.
I wait for him.
Investigation is a 16.
As you kind of look around, you don't see bodies, you don't see anything that might have been indication of anything triggering for sure. But you also feel that at least this area is safe. At least.
For now.
Yeah, for now. Yeah, I guess I'll call back and be like, it looks like there's no traps, at least in this main section right here. So, but tread lightly though. I don't know, I've got a gut feeling.
I do a beautiful canter to the opposite side of the room.
Okay.
Can I walk that far? Is that okay?
You can walk fine, it's fine.
And I want to do a back kick on that door.
Okay.
Goodness.
To
roll me
kick
to hit.
it open.
I'll let you know that the DC for this stone door will be about 3, so as long as you don't get a natural 1, you kick it. So.
I got a 6.
Alright, roll me damage.
Alright.
As you see the Centaur run over, get turn around and hit against the stone.
I rolled a d20, right?
That was for the attack. Your hooves, I believe, is a d4 worth of damage. I think d4 plus your strength. Where is your action?
Unarmed strike.
No, you should have.
So it does a 3. It just says 3 on there.
That's because you are quote unquote a human on D&D Beyond, because they don't have the Centaur race because we didn't purchase it. So it's a d4 plus your strength.
Oh, okay.
Remember, under your note sections, add anything that is not hooves.
Oh,
it's on there.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I remember now.
So it does 1d4 plus strength worth of bludgeoning damage. What is the total?
Yeah, I see it. Okay.
As I'm hearing her kick the door, I'm just going to make a comment across the room about
4, 5.
tread lightly. Yeah.
I got a 5.
As you said, tread lightly. As it gets hit, it's solid stone. It's not budging. I will note that it has taken 5 points of damage, though.
I do an annoyed tail flick.
I'm gonna head over to the open gap.
All right. Once you do, Molasses, as you kind of turn around and look at the annoying door, you do see that the door has doesn't have like a handle or anything. It looks like it might need to be pushed, but at the dead center where the two doorways, the halves are, you see that there is a center hole that looks like an eye, and inside looks like something fits in it. Imagine a key. As you approach that way, Chameno, let me light up the view for everybody. I also need to be in the right layer. Maps, reveal area. What?
Oh, that went backwards.
Wrong way.
What? Reveal. I am at reveal set. Okay, I don't know. Look, you can.
Oh, there it is.
You can check me on Roll20. I'm doing my best, boys and girls. Okay, so this needs a little bit of explanation. Chameno, as you see slightly inward, there we go. You see 2 shrines, exact same, of a man boasting, chest up, like pictorial sticking upwards, bolts of lightning in his hand, a belt of a dragon, looking as menacing and as cool as he can be. As obviously these are 2 statues of Keranos himself. There is a table laid with ladles and hints of gold coins laid here. There's also steps leading forward up to a pool, and in the pool you see Keranos himself with his hand up arced and a bolt of lightning.
Keranos.
Yes, Keranos up, and there's a bolt of lightning in his hand, and that is what you see. As this is about, if you get closer, you'll be able to see, but it is covered in water.
A stone bolt of lightning.
A stone bolt of lightning, yeah.
Okay.
Water, lightning, not a good idea.
It is, but it is Keranos in a pool of water with lightning.
I'll enter the room.
All right.
And walk up to one of the, or this table area.
You see ladles and jars. You see
And
coins. You also see inside. You do need to step above, maybe about 2 feet or so, so you can see into the pool of water. The water also has coins and stuff inside.
I'm gonna attempt to identify any of these instruments on the table as part of a specific religious ritual.
Roll me religion.
And while Chameno is off doing his thing, I'm gonna take a look at this door over here. But you can get to that when you get to it.
22.
Goodness, you're a pious boy, aren't you?
As you look at it, and you're discerning, none of these match the stereotypical colors or instruments that Keranos would use. Also, Keranos likes to test out people and painfully testing them out. You feel that all of these are probably a red herring. None of these tools are of any importance.
Well, if they're not of religious importance, and I'll start grabbing gold coins.
All right. As you approach one of the coins and you touch it, you feel that it doesn't move. And I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
I know this trick. They do it at the rodeo every year.
18.
18. As you're quickly able to move your hand, and you see in the flash of an eye, the bolt extends as the metal pole goes through. It's a red and blue pole that swirls down into the water, and everything electrocutes as you barely move your hand out of the way.
Maybe not then. I will stop attempting to grab gold coins.
As all of you heard just and saw, because of darkness, the static of electricity flying through the air.
We just
And
saw
I'm
the
gonna
flash.
yell, Zadrith, I think you're wrong about the traps.
Does anyone have any rubber gloves?
I did say the main room. Never said anything about the antechambers.
As others, when you approach this, you do see that it has some metal slits, so you can see through. And inside, since you can't see through, I'll show you. Let me reveal area.
Dark vision fun.
Dark vision, so much fun. As there are a lot of barrels. You do need a key to get inside from what you can see, and there's another door on the other
Thieves'
side.
tools. Fuck the key. I'ma pick it.
All right, you got thieves' tools. You can roll thieves' tools. You just like.
Okay, and that's rolling with proficiency, right?
Yep. So proficiency plus your dexterity.
Gotcha. So dexterity is a +3, proficiency is a +2. So I'm rolling thieves' tools +5. Gotcha. That is an 18.
18. As a little hard. You heard something bend a little bit. You're like, kind of take off that one, put it to the side, get a new tool. You just met the DC, so it's at your max limit. Whew, at least you open it, and you hear the door springs open because you didn't use the correct mechanism. You kind of just force it, as it doesn't hurt you, but you see that the metal bar just kind of stops, hits your knee bit. Oh, it hurts a little bit.
Oh, it's funny bone.
And you see about what looks like to be maybe like 15 barrels or so.
Goodness.
And these two large pillars that are, from what you can see, it's to support. Z and Asterion, what are you guys doing? And Molasses as well, since you guys have all kind of had a little thing.
I guess I'm gonna go assist her with taking down that said door.
Okay.
Because fuck doors.
You do see it clearly it needs some sort of a key to pry in. Chameno, roll me a perception, and Z and Asterion, what are you guys doing as you guys approach Molasses?
Z is going to be following about 5 feet behind Asterion.
Okay.
And on his rig that he's got to have his instruments, since he's got the pan flute just kind of sitting right here anyway, he's just going to be playing a soft, just like mellow, kind of like when the music quiets down right before a boss starts.
Okay. Nice, low,
Picturing
mellow.
Rains of Castamere playing right now.
As beautiful music starts playing in the air, setting
that
the mood.
Toss a coin to your satyr probably is on the list.
Okay.
I like that you're right next to me, so I can just do that. That's great. Perfect.
I will call out once I've got the door picked in front of me that I have this door open, and there appear to be barrels.
Yep.
Lots of barrels. Not sure if they're full barrels, but they're barrels.
About 15 barrels or so. Asterion, what are you doing? And then I'll get to Chameno in a second.
I'm looking at this door and I'm looking for where the hinges are.
You see that it looks like the stone is almost like it's part of it. For as a constructive mechanism, it doesn't look like it should open.
It doesn't look like it should open?
Not really. The stone it doesn't look like the stone goes inward or anything. It just doesn't look like it should open. It looks like it's just stone that looks like a door with a hole that could be for anything. Probably a key, but could be for anything.
Did we just stumble across magical Walmart? Did the doors slide open?
I want to take a whack at it with my warhammer, or I guess my ball.
Yeah, roll me to hit. Don't get a 1 and you hit. Roll damage.
14.
14 hits for sure. Roll me some damage.
Ooh. 7. Why am I? I was like, why am I thinking
Yes.
this wrong?
As you hit a hard hit, it kind of echoes around. As you move your brand new maul, you see that barely the stone wall looks fine. Your maul looks like it has some scrapes and scratches on it, as though something hit your maul. It's just cosmetic, but it's so. As Chameno, as you're a little bit like, oh fuck, this is nothing important here. You do see kind of bending off, because you do have a torch, or you're the only one. No one else would have been able to see, even with their dark vision. As the light is kind of refracting off of the water, you see something metallic in the water itself, getting off some sort of shine.
Well, I don't probably want to touch the water if there's a bunch of electric around.
Those are very wise words.
I'm gonna try and, like, scoop it up the side of the bowl with something non-metallic. What do I have?
You
Mask.
can use my javelin.
The mask is definitely metallic.
Did
Yeah,
you
but gold's
let
a
us know
conductor.
there's a thing?
I did not. I'll call out, I appreciate your concern for my safety as everyone runs past where I just said there was a trap to the door.
Upon hearing this, I stopped beating on the door and I was like, "This is not the way."
Oh,
And I-
Lord.
So
Z
you have
Z
Mhm.
Z will look at Asterion and say, "Well, one of the two of us big guys has to keep him safe, and he'll move in there to see what the situation is with Chameno."
As
yeah, I'm
Zadrith,
going
You're
to.
looking everyone to go over to where the light is and where Chameno is. You have this door open. I will say that much.
I will put my torch underneath the bowl, trying to heat the water and evaporate it.
So you're putting your torch in the water?
No, underneath the bowl. Is the
Uh,
bowl stone?
it's stone.
Okay, that is probably not the best idea.
It's
Yeah,
slow, but it would work.
Or I'll ask what you found.
Don't touch the coins. I found lightning.
Okay, so quick question.
Mm-hmm.
I like as Asterion, I want to ask what happened. So the bolt thing that he's holding comes down and it hits the.
The water, and then everything gets electrified, including the objects on the table, like the coins or the ladles or the mechanisms to scoop.
Can I reach that arm that comes down?
You can certainly try.
Because I want to hit it with the hammer.
Sure.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna stand.
You
Back.
would have to probably climb up the steps to be able
Yeah,
to
that's what I was
reach.
thinking.
Okay.
What are you trying to get out of the bowl, Chameno?
There's something shiny in the bottom.
Okay.
I don't know
well,
what it is.
I can mage hand and try and get it out.
That
Oh.
might work.
Yeah, that's
And
using
so you
your
see the hammer
smarticle
being
particles.
ready, and then
Ah.
Z
Sorry,
kinda goes
I'm
over.
trying to guide you towards me being able to help you, bud.
I'm like hammer ready to come down, and I just hear that. Like,
steps down. As you see something metallic, and mage hand is easy enough to pick up the wave of this. As there is some resistance, as you gather that the water has some effect to at least misguide where you're stepping, but you are able to pick it up, and dripping wet is a key.
Well, I will then, after I hand that to Chameno, use the mage hand to pick the coins up off the table.
As you try, nothing pries open or off.
Okay. Well,
You
I'll
try.
dismiss it.
I look at him and I go, and then I'm gonna whack that arm.
Okay. As you hit it, you're thinking with the mage, because mage hand does have pressure. As you are unable to pick up the coin, you think that the coin is part of the stone. It just looks very convincing as everything shoots out with electricity. technically, you're fine, Asterion. As you hit the object, I need you now to roll me a dexterity saving throw.
I have to hit the stone arm.
Is that what you're saying you're doing?
Yeah, I'm trying to hit the stone arm holding the metal rod that comes down. That's the mechanism. So I want to make sure that I'm hitting that to prevent that or damage it from, like, so either I get it to just knock and, like, hold freely so that it can't do it, or, you know, I damage it.
Yeah. You have learned that touching any part of the stone, the lightning bolt, or any of the false objects down here will trigger this. Maybe even the water itself, but you haven't discovered that. What did you get on dexterity saving throw?
Okay. Plus that. 17.
17 as you pass and avoid no damage as you hit it, and then the bolt gets into the water. As you felt a spark kind of reach off, and you felt the slight bit of the heat from the electricity on your forearm. You kind of move out of the way. You see that now the water is completely electrified, and it's staying that way for a bit.
It's gotta run out.
As right now, the water is just electrified.
Won't the water start to evaporate after a while?
Eventually.
Do any of y'all have an empty bottle?
I mean, maybe not if it's magical water.
Yeah.
There's always the thing of magic exists, and magic says, fuck you, laws of physics. But at the moment, that is what's happening.
After having picked the lock open, I'm actually gonna put away my short bow, and I'm gonna get out my hooded lantern that's in my kit. I'm gonna go ahead and light that bad boy up. For the centaur I've seen appear behind me, and I'm gonna step into this room right here and look at these barrels in a little closer detail.
All right, Molasses, roll me a perception, and your passive already sees. Well, it doesn't see.
You said roll you a perception, right?
Please. And then
I got a 10.
10 total? Okay. As you see Fishboy kind of just walk into the stone. As Zadrith, you could swear you heard the slight sound of wood moving.
Wood moving?
Mm-hmm.
Can I
which
point
direction?
I do.
It kind of sounded on this far corner. So you won't be able to see anything, but you heard just like the wood move.
Okay.
And you didn't see any of the barrels move at all, but you heard.
Okay, I want to shoot one of the barrels with my crossbow.
You have no idea what's happening since you just... Unless you're curiously just going to shoot a barrel with the crossbow, because you have no idea that he heard it.
I'm going to set the lantern down behind me, because the lantern was honestly just for the for Miss Molasses' benefit. And I'm gonna...
Do you have dark vision?
I have dark vision.
Does she
Molasses,
have dark vision?
Molasses, I do not believe has dark vision.
Centaurs do have dark vision.
Do they?
I think so, but if someone can correct me, please do so. I believe everybody except for the human has dark vision, but I could.
I don't as well.
Oh, okay. Well, then there you go.
Yeah.
Wait, so I do.
I would have to look it up.
Vision?
Since mazes are so dark, of course I have dark vision.
I mean, the forest is dark.
Yeah, but that's not dark vision.
Oh, yeah, centaurs have dark vision out to 60 feet.
Yeah.
Yes.
I did not know this. Well, then I'm just gonna... I guess I'll stow the lantern. But maybe Zadrith didn't know that centaurs have dark vision.
That's fine. You're being...
I'll stow the lantern, pull my bow back out, and I'm going to step around this northward pillar and peek around and see if I can see what might have been moving over there.
Now roll me perception.
Got you.
As Molasses, you see that he gets out his bow. As if it
Oh,
puts away his
I
lantern.
ready my crossbow.
All right, cool. You have a crossbow ready.
Perception is a 10.
You see barrels.
Beetles.
See barrels. I guess I know I heard movement over there, right?
You heard movement.
I don't think I'm crazy, because I'm stone cold sober presently.
No one who's crazy thinks they're crazy.
I'm just gonna. This is stupid. I'm gonna take a pot shot and just fire it at this grouping of
Sure.
of barrels.
Roll me an attack with disadvantage.
Oh no! Oh no! All the barrels are mimics. Oh no! This is how we all die. Attack with disadvantage.
No, that's why I mage hand to close the door and just leave.
Bye. Go talk to the steam elemental.
My
They're gonna
dice
die,
is
so...
actively trying to kill this character because I rolled a 4 and then I rolled a 1, and I'm gonna confirm the 1 because I've got a 10. That's an 8, so that's not confirmed.
So you flat out miss as you get your bow and
I'm
Molasses, as you kind of
taking
hear...
a pot shot, but
yeah, as you see the arrow hit against one of the barrels and it sounds empty, all of a sudden all the barrels move and fall all around you. As one of them gets a free shot at you.
oh crap!
With, not gonna lie, that was a 3, so that is a miss.
Yeah, that's a miss.
As you and Molasses see these
Motherfucking mimic! I knew it.
these barrels all take shape.
Oh,
It
okay.
looks like barrels, but the barrels are definitely having these razor sharp teeth and this odd purple eyes with this tongue that appears. I need you all to roll me initiative. And keep those numbers to yourself until I ask, please, and thank you.
Sure.
It's mediocre.
Got a first little battle here. Okay. Let me zoom out and then copy all these minis because you are all part of the initiative. Control you. Well, that didn't add anything. Why did it not add anything? Oh, because that wasn't in the token layer. Got it. Okay. Control you. Alright. Who got 20 plus?
That would be a 22. Let me check my initiative. Yeah, I have +3 to initiative, and that's nat 19, so 22.
Alright. Did anybody get a 20 or a 19? As the mimics got 19.
Okay, so I go before them.
They're gonna attack all at once. Oh
Yep.
boy.
Yep, it is the easiest thing for me to do.
They took dark vision away from satyrs between 3.5 and 5th edition, and that makes me upset.
Oh, I feel like you guys are partying too much in the woods. You cannot see in the dark anymore.
That much alcohol is just gonna fuck your side up.
As I think
Too much
I
moonshine.
duplicated your guys' she characters when I did initiative again. Still learning how to do the initiative tracker. Alright, 15 to 18.
18.
Z got an 18. Where are you? Okay, Z goes up here. Alright, 10 to 15?
15.
I got a 13.
14.
Okay, so then we have...
Asterion, Chameno, Molasses.
Asterion. Where is Chameno? Where is he? Chameno and Molasses. Okay, cool. So delete this one. I can delete this one. Delete this one. Ah, no, I deleted the wrong ones. Shit. Alright, whatever. So, Asterion, Chameno, and then I just need to add Molasses to the bottom of the initiative. Okay. Control you. You're at the bottom of the initiative, hopefully. Yes, you are. Okay, great. Okay, so top of the round. Zadrith, what do we do?
Top of the round. I am going to have a brief moment of maybe I should get off the sauce, and because I don't know if I've ever interacted with him.
Yes. From your perspective, these are all, and I'm gonna put a little bit of the, so you guys can see a little bit more. Yeah, these barrels came to life and have razor sharp teeth.
I am going to action disengage.
Okay.
And I am going to run back, screaming at the top of my lungs. There's barrels with teeth! So that's, let me count that out. 5, 10, 15, 20. Can I vault this? Like, is this just like a little, like, barricade for the stairs, or are these stairs, like, open form?
It's a little barricade for them.
Okay, so I'll have to go around it. That's fine.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going to attempt to move back here.
Okay.
Disengage means they can't take
Disengage
AOPs?
means that your action is used to ward off any attacks of opportunity. You still have to move, and you still have a bonus action.
Okay. I have moved the maximum of my range. I'm being here. I'm going to call out, like, to everybody, just, they're in a bottleneck right now. Molasses, close the damn door. And, I'm gonna hold, that's my turn.
Alright, do you guys see the turn order, correct?
I do.
I see the order, but I don't.
I only see, I only see Molasses on this. I don't even see myself.
Really? Okay.
On
Yeah,
turn
I
order.
see Molasses.
If you
and
guys
then
hit the
1,
clock
2, 3,
again,
4,
does it show
5,
up?
6 mimics.
Really? Okay, I wanted to see what the difference is between the Dungeon Master and y'all's. Maybe I see the full thing? I don't know. But alright, after that, it is the Mimic's turn. Mm-hmm.
I guess you might be seeing like a hidden initiative or something.
Maybe. I wanted to make this public as I can. Since these things are considered small-sized creatures, because they're the size of a barrel, 1, 2, they are occupying the same square, but as you can see, I'm moving them around. So both of them are going to get a cheap shot at you, Molasses. With a 12 and a 13 to hit.
Do I apply my armor?
Yes, so what is your armor?
12.
So they both hit. As you are taking... That is 4 points of piercing damage as they start biting at you. And then these ones will start to try to get in the way, and they're all literally jumping on each other to try to get towards you, as they are now in between the doorway. And since they all cannot attack because it physically cannot move, it is now Z's turn. Z, what do we do? As you're hearing just barrels move down, your fish friend announced that there was some sort of tension over, and you heard biting and scraping and wood breaking.
Z will move here.
Okay. As currently, because of the angle, you don't really see what's happening, but the attention is definitely within this hall.
Actually, I'm gonna use my action to move up to right next to the scaly boy.
From that angle, I'll say that at least, and your eyes might be deceiving you, maybe you're still hungover, but did that barrel just jump and bite your Centaur friend? You still have bonus action, and if you wish to speak, of course you can.
Alright.
Asterion, you are on deck. After that is Chameno.
1 second, bud. Seeing how far I can move.
Just so you guys know, if you use the ruler, and you right-click after you move it, you can do angles.
Gotcha.
Fancy.
2,
And then everybody's going to...
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Z, are you doing anything else, or is that the end of your turn?
Can I dash?
Not hearing a thing.
Did he freeze?
No, I see him think. I don't know if he can hear us. Wolf, can you hear it?
Yeah.
What's up?
Oh, are you done with your turn, or are you doing something else?
Oh, yeah. No, I'm done. That was my movement and my action.
Okay, no problem. Asterion, so what are we doing? You,
I was gonna move
Mm-hmm.
at least out of the room. If I can dash, I might,
Yeah,
you know.
you can use your action to
move.
dash.
So another 30 feet. 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay. As you're running through.
Yeah, my maul is ready. It's time to smash some barrels.
Quite literally. All right. Chameno, what are we doing?
I am going to move all the way over behind that same pillar.
Okay. As you are seeing, Molasses is being completely assaulted by barrels, which is weird for y'all's perspective. So you move, then bonus or action?
No.
Alright, then it is going to be Molasses. Your turn. What do you do? There are
Alright.
7 of these barrels attacking you.
I'm going to do Burning Hands directly in front of me to the 15 feet.
Yep, that's going to hit everybody.
Alright, that's gonna hit all the mimics.
That is going to hit all the mimics. What is the DC? 13, right?
13.
Okay, first mimic failed, second mimic failed, third mimic, that is a 12, so that's fail. Fail. Another 12, fail. Alright, so they all fail. Roll me some damage.
Holy crap.
Alright.
I don't think I've ever gotten that lucky on a cone.
Damage is 3d6.
Mm-hmm. And because it's
Okay, I
fire,
got
and because of these specific
6.
mimics,
7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage.
so because of these type of mimics, they are vulnerable
They're
to
wooden.
fire. That 11 becomes 22 points of damage, as you just see Molasses grab her hand, say an incantation, and the entire area just ignites in flames. And you hear these horrible just screams as every mimic died.
Did I kill all the mimics?
All of them, yeah. They all bottlenecked, and you used their exact weakness. Yeah, you did 22 points of damage to each one of them.
Alright.
I'm just gonna use my reaction before the end of combat,
Sure.
and I'm going to say, I'm probably not getting my arrow back, am I?
As you see cinders, and you do see an arrow, but it's currently just has a little flame on it. Kind of like burning it off.
Rip.
So yeah, mark off an arrow, please.
Yeah. I have 38 left.
As you have, looking at time, I'm going to close this. All right, cool. So this door is open.
I am
Chameno
going
has a
to-
key. No, sorry, Z has a key. What are you guys doing?
No, I gave it to
He's got
Chameno.
the key to the door down there, right?
He has a key.
This door. Okay. Well, I will do a perception check for any treasure or loot.
You'll find anything but monstrous chests in there. Monstrous barrels.
A lot.
I
of
got a
monsters?
12.
12. You don't find any loot that you can say, in the normal sense, but all the barrels that are busted or alive, you start getting the hint of a very fine spiced wine that's being heated up. As the other barrels that were not the mimics were filled with this Nice wine. Very, very nice wine. But now it's burnt wine. As Z, you gotta get that. That's very expensive ruined wine.
All right.
He'll keep the sounds muffled, but there are definitely tears running down Z's face. Realization.
I mean, you can still drink, and it just the alcohol's burned off.
Then why would anybody drink it?
The flavor.
These are points. So, what about the rest of you guys? What do you guys do?
I'm just gonna take a sigh of relief and be like, okay, apparently living barrels are a thing. Being Mr. Z in his current state, I'm gonna be like, maybe it was the alcohol that did that to him? No idea. Let's move on, shall we?
I'm going to go in that room and investigate the door on the other side.
This one?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with him being like super on guard for fucking mimics at this point. Shit's nightmare fuel.
Z is going back to posting up directly behind Asterion and playing music as they walk.
All right.
That is a nat 1.
Nat 1. It's a door and it is slit of iron. Fucking who knows how to get through that thing.
I'm going to step past Chameno and say, wait a minute. And does this look exactly like the door I picked a minute ago?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to Thieves' Tools it again, or this door, and see if I can. Well, one, I'm going to try it and see if it's unlocked.
As he takes his Thieves' Tools out, I'm gonna say, hey, maybe this key would work better. And hand him the key.
Yeah, we key.
Oh. Yeah, keys. You normal folk use keys. Gotcha. I'm going to look at the door and try it. Try the knob if it's unlocked, and then see how that works out. It's not. Does it look like there is a key receptacle?
It does, but the key that you have doesn't look like it would fit there.
I try the key anyway, lightly.
It's not the right size at all.
It's a little too large, you would say.
Yeah, as
won't quite fit in the hole, you would say.
You gotta spit on it a little bit.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, just spit on it a little bit.
Molasses, as you're kind of walking to, your hoof, you feel something not wooden, as kind of look at the ground, and your hoof is currently on a key.
Oh, well, I pick it up. What's it look like?
This is a little bit smaller than the one that you had earlier. Both of them are 2 silvered keys.
All right. They haven't opened this door, right?
Correct. They have not opened the door.
Excuse me, boys. I put my key in the hole.
That one fits. So you have
All
a
right.
larger and a small key.
Oh.
I'm gonna pocket the bigger, better key.
Yes. Write that on your inventory, please.
Mine did the job, though, so...
Yep.
He was
That's on your inventory. Z.
Z was actually going to ask for that key back and tap Asterion and have him walk with him to the door at the bottom of the chamber to try it.
Oh, well, if
Gang,
he's
gang.
asking for it, I will regroup with them and be like, watch out for barrels as I depart this section. Hand the key back to Z, and I guess I will accompany them to the bigger, badder door.
As you guys have this hallway open, which is a little bit of a tight squeeze for you, Molasses. Asterion will have a difficult time getting through, but he can. And as the key is given, you see that this door does have a much wider hole, if you will, for set slots.
I gotta lay off the sugar cubes.
I'm going to start traversing down the hallway.
All right. As you move down, or before I reveal this area over here, what are you guys doing, you 3-0?
I'm gonna be trying the key in the store.
Okay. As
I'm readying my hammer.
I've got my short bow and my will to live.
As you put in the key, it doesn't even turn. You just see that the key falls down as the slits of stone go inside of the other area. As there is a... As I need to be able to move down, please scroll.
Oh, so we don't get the silent Enterprise sliding doors?
No, unfortunately. Bro.
Now that's for Crewfix's dungeon.
The technology, yeah.
That might be a very subtle thing that you just mentioned.
Crewfix probably wouldn't even use doors. He'd just have barriers.
As Chameno, you, from your perspective, you see a hallway leading into another hallway. If you approach further, you will see two coffins made out of stone again. Two are broken and smashed. One is not. And Molasses, are you following through or are you staying in the room?
I will go here.
No problem.
And let the people who can inspect traps a little bit better than me go first.
All right. As that's just, to keep a little bit of order. That's as much as you guys have approach for this section. I will reveal a little bit more. As what you guys see is the stairs going down and a corridor leading up into another relief of Keranos, and this one he has a lantern, and on the other hand he has a bowl. Further down the hallway, you see a corridor that reveals into a section leading off into a different path, and then 5 different sculptures of the exact same Keranos, and each one of them is just posing in a very powerful pose in this odd little nook. So I'll say, because where my camera is at, I'll go with you 3, then I'll move over on top to you guys. So Asterion, Z, and Zadrith, what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna go look at these statues. Actually, I guess I want to look at this big...
We just walked through a big door that required a key that was in an electric pond, allegedly, because I never walked in that room. I'm gonna check this room for traps because I'm now very scared.
Is any amount of standing water a pond to you? If I set my cup on the ground, is that a pond?
Listen here, you little shit.
What did
it was a bowl. I am very certain we would have said it was a bowl. No one's gonna call that a pond.
Hey, I see a blue square up there that is encompassing, on the D&D map, it's what, 20-something feet?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Maybe.
Is a swimming pool a pond?
As a fish person, I think that you would have a bigger respect for, water sizes.
Yeah, is the ocean a pond?
For fuck's sake, it was a slip of the tongue.
Let's go across the pond.
I just imagine them both stopping and turning and looking at you to just derail it all.
The debate is happening. What did you get on perception?
I'm gonna roll that now.
He was too busy with the debate.
Yeah, I was too busy. You know what? Y'all can both fuck off and die. Cause that's an 11 on perception, so I don't see anything.
Beautiful laid out stone colored in red. Oh, sorry, you should be able to see over here too. This is covered in blues, and over here would be covered in red, as I need to reveal that area as well.
What does an 18 perception get me?
I'll tell you in a sec. As this chamber over here, you see it almost identical to the metal bars in the rooms where the mimics were, but here there's 2 large chests, and on top of the chest you see what the best thing for you to describe is like an angel, but this angel looks more menacing and definitely has some sharp teeth, just hovering and hunching over the chest with some sections here that looks like something is within these boxes, as I'm not in the right layer. So, Asterion, as they're debating over sizes of lakes and having a measuring contest...
What constitutes a body of water?
The only thing that you see...
At some point during this argument, Z will just splash some of his water skin on the ground and goes, "That a big enough pond for you?"
As water splashes onto the ground...
I will drag my gills along the floor and be like, I can breathe through it, it's good enough for me!
As that display is happening and you're watching them on the floor arguing as Chameno and Molasses, you hear this. Asterion, you will see that this little plate looks slightly raised in comparison to the rest of everything that's around here on the floor.
I reach over and just like snap in between them, and I said, you see that over there, does that look like the Thraith to you guys?"
And sure enough, once he points it out, yeah, this is definitely raised.
Yeah, maybe it's floating in a pond.
I'm totally okay with this happening.
As that's happening,
this joke is great. I love it.
Chameno and Molasses, what are you guys doing?
I am gonna go check out the people in the tombs.
Okay. Let me look. As these definitely now, the mummified bodies look like they have robes on top of them instead of just the normal wrappings. It looks like some clergy for sure. Without even a roll, these were priests of Keranos.
Do they have any jewelry on them, or
no jewelry on them whatsoever? At least these two do not. From what you can just see, this is closed, so that one's different.
Okay, for the two open ones, I'd like to roll either history or religion.
Sure, which one? And give me a roll.
I guess...
Maybe it'd be better. What are you trying to discern? And then that might...
either their position in whatever religious body that they were in, or what rank they had, what gave them the status of the robes that they're wearing.
Both would be sufficient. I'll say that one would be a higher DC than the other, and that might give you a slightly different result. So whichever one you want.
I'm gonna roll religion.
All right, roll me religion.
18.
18. These would be probably, from what you can tell, in the lower ranks of clerics, not high priests whatsoever, but at least recognized enough to be put in here. The clothing looks even after how long they've been buried. The clothing is preserved, so it's a very fine quality. You would say at least a lower ranks of maybe heads of small towns, but like lower ranking bishops, if you will.
Is this an exit?
It's stairs going down, yeah. If you do not see it, sorry, because the fog of war looks almost all the same to me.
Okay, I will go over to the third tomb and ask Molasses if she can smash it open.
All right. I'm going to do another sweet back kick.
Okay. I would say roll me strength on this one versus just straight up damage.
I did 11.
11. As you hit it, you see that the plate moves a little bit, enough that now you guys can pull it or push it in any direction that you would wish. And after you move it down, you see that this cleric, in addition to different from the rest of them, you see that he has an actual money pouch.
Oh.
I'll get a hold of that.
I think we should split it.
You feel
That's
the,
nice.
of like a money pouch where this has like 200 gold in it, but not what you guys have.
You wouldn't have gotten this open without me.
Yeah, I'll open it up and see what's in it.
Once you start counting after a couple of minutes, especially of them arguing over here and you're listening to the whole interaction, you count 50 gold in there.
Wait, we can hear that through the wall?
No. You can hear them arguing over what is a pond and over
Yeah.
all that
Okay.
stuff. So as
What
they're
constitutes a pond as a body of water?
This entire area is made out of stone, so it would echo through.
Yeah.
I'll split the 25-25.
Yeah, that's what I call turbo communism.
All right.
I'm going to put a little mark here that that's been opened. All right, as you guys are exchanging coin, I'll say that for time, we're gonna end the game here because we just reached our threshold. There is still an unexplored area following further down, and now you're starting to see that these tombs have names attached to them, and your first tangible thing that could be something to either offer or keep for yourself, whichever you want to do. We find a statue of Keranos with a lantern and a bowl. Some odd and weird mix between angelic and menacing looking statue on top of these two chests, and 5 different statues of Keranos with at least one notated, slightly raised piece of flooring.
You mean Keranos?
Keranos. I'm gonna butcher his name. He is the hardest name for me to remember for some fucking reason. I don't know why.
Should have built your campaign around a different god then.
Yeah,
Well-
it could have been Farika. We could have been, you know.
Well, you're gonna learn quickly that there's going to be about 15 things that you guys need to do. So, as you guys are exploring the dungeon of Karen and all things related to Karen's lightning, we're gonna call the end for the stream, and we'll pick up next time in 2 weeks.
Does Karen wear a mask though?
Karen at least has a dragon mask.
Yeah, but it's gonna be like
Yeah.
here,
That was
so that
a
like
joke. I was.
you have to allow them in, but like
Yeah.
You don't have to feel good about it.
yeah.
With that, please wear your mask, guys. Don't be dumb.
Oh my god, that statement actually makes sense because all of our characters have masks. Oh no!
So, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll edit this, put it on our YouTube channel. Don't forget to support our friends, support local art, the channel for our Let's Play, and for our everything else is down below for Divine Play, Divine Intervention. Please be kind to one another. Please remember to love each other. Alright, we'll see you next time. Adios. Bye.
Adios.
Bye.